there we go. We're back. All right. Nothing major since I last recorded. Just work. But yeah. I was gonna try and see if I could do this. Or win this little battle, but. Alright, there we go. But yeah, not mute myself. I don't really have anything to update with this time. But yeah. It'd be nice to be able to find what I'm looking for, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Let's see. Where am I going? Here we go. But yeah, not mute, so peace out.
What is it?
Cloudrest, you have the look of a traveler. Tell me, have you heard news of Cloudrest, the city within the mountains of Etonir? My mother is there, and I feel she may be in danger. Bad dreams, a great darkness devouring Cloudrest as it filled the streets. My mother's last letter spoke of the Welkanars capturing the sea-slowed Zamaj just a few days ago. there's anything powerful enough to destroy a city, it's a Slode. Yes, I'm afraid I do. Could you travel to Cloudrest and seek out my mother, Bellerin? I must warn you, though, should my dreams be true, such a journey may come at great risk. You'll want to gather many allies by your side before heading off. I know a few merchants headed to the city. I'm sure they'd be amenable if you asked for a ride in their cart. And remember, gather as many allies as you can before heading out. If Zamaja has attacked Cloudrest, you'll need the aid. If Cloudrest is known for anything, it's the Welkanars. The fact that they were able to capture something as dangerous as a sea Slode tells you of their might in battle. Especially one as powerful as Zamaja. They're battle mages, all 4 of them. Some of the greatest warriors on the Isle. Together they watch over all of Somerset. Many call them Griffin Knights, due to their chosen steeds. It's truly a sight seeing them soar above the clouds. I only know what my mother's letter described. Zamaja is known for her shadow magic. She can shape darkness to do her bidding. The way I hear it, the Welkanars had to slay 100 shadow creatures before they were able to capture her. My advice? Find more warriors. If Zamaja has managed to escape, she won't be easy to battle. Even alone, Slodes are notoriously strong magic users. The more seasoned warriors you can join up with, the better chances you have of defeating her.
Storm and spread, my star-eyed bride of Valinor, who fate to go away.
This one fails to understand.
The Office of Divine Prosecution requires strong-minded assistance.
I have no time to deal with whatever issue concerns you, newcomer. I recently received word that all of Somerset faces an imminent threat from a source we believed had disappeared long ago. Of course, you must be the newcomer the Queen's cat told me about. If you really killed a sea Slode, then you might be just what I need to keep the situation from completely spinning out of my control. Will you help defend Somerset? A group of adventurers volunteered to investigate the possible incursion. I received a single report that indicated they were making progress, but that was the last I heard from them. Kynar, Grog, and Miria seem capable enough, but sea Slode... The mage Kynar radiated an air of confidence, as did the Red Guard Miria. They seemed extremely competent. The orc, though, Grog, I think he called himself, appeared to be in a constant state of inebriation. Drunk! He was as intoxicated as a Nord on festival day. I took a chance because the situation seemed desperate, and by the stars it appears that I'm going to do so again. For all our sakes, I hope you don't disappoint me too. The Elba Ruins? We lost a patrol in that area a few weeks back. That must be where Kynar and his associates first picked up the Sea Slode's trail. They weren't sure what they were hunting, but they definitely caught scent of vile creatures. Without more information, there's no target to attack. Besides, I don't have an army at my disposal right now. The majority of our forces are committed to the continent and the Three Banners War. I must rely on the forces at hand. Frankly, I thought Sea Slodes were just a myth. Other than the report from Razumdar, I have no solid evidence of this so-called incursion. That said, the disappearance of Kynar and the Marines I sent out has given me cause for concern.
How can Rigert negotiate? Most sincere salutations, newfound friend. I am Rigert the Brash, Ambassador at Large for the exceedingly excellent Nord Cultural Exchange. I fear my mission to this beautiful island of snooty elves has ended before it has even begun. The Glorious Pact sent Rigert to bargain with Queen Irene, to use my considerable charms to woo High Elves to talk of peace and an end to the Three Banners War. I even brought gifts to bestow upon the pretty queen. But Rigert has failed. These tall, skinny elves, they have so many rules. Did you know Queen Irene isn't even on Somerset? And to get an audience with her proxy queen requires some sort of proper introduction. Vindilwyn won't let me set foot in the palace without one. You would help Rigert? That makes my heart dance like young ones at a Mara's Day ball. Speak to Courtier Vindilwyn and find out how we get one of these proper High Elf introductions. Remember, I brought gifts. That's sure to open a few doors. Rigert is the bestest ambassador in all of Skyrim. Sometimes I think the Nord Cultural Exchange was created just to take advantage of my talents and inaptitudes. I think that was the word the Thane used. Anyway, Rigert has come to end the war. The Three Banners War. Terrible business. I was drinking at the Skald King's court when I mentioned how silly it was to fight over an empty throne. Next morning, they put me on a boat and sent me here. Rigert always gets the most important missions. If we can get an audience with her, or her proxy queen, I will certainly try. An ongoing war with no end in sight can't be good for either side. Plus, Rigert can be very persuasive. Rigert has no idea. Vindilwyn kept talking about laws and rules and customs. Said a simple Nord like me would never understand. But with you to help navigate these cultural conundrums, Rigert will be having tea with the proxy queen in no time. What's to tell? Vindilwyn's a self-important royal lackey who thinks her armpits smell like fresh linen. If the snooty High Elves have ministers of culture, then Vindilwyn is definitely their king. Go talk to her and see for yourself. Oh, such treasures I brought. Gifts that any Nord would kill for, and many have. I brought wonderments from the vaults of Windhelm, a depressing stuffed goat, Dibella's bosom knight favor, and essence of mammoth. An excellent treasure. This was King Yoren's prized pet Badir, known for her bravery. She once faced down a horde of rampaging orcs. The Skald King stuffed and mounted her for display, but found it too depressing to keep on the mantle. Something every virile man and woman can appreciate. This bust of Dibella, god of beauty and erotic instruction, holds a place of honor in many Nord bedchambers. Its presence makes nightly activities more invigorating. Iron will love it. Oh, this one is popular with maidens and matrons who can afford it. The alchemists of Windhelm crafted this expensive fragrance for use on special occasions. Who wouldn't want to smell like wet mammoth on a warm spring day, eh?
Did I see you with that Nord? You really need to reconsider the company you keep. An audience with the Proxy Queen for a Nord? Well, an introduction requires certain documents. A recommendation from the appropriate Sapiarch, for example, as well as an audit from the Divine Prosecution. And perhaps a small favor for me. A crude yet accurate analogy. Get Sapiarch Tandeman to provide a recommendation, and Justiciar Rolimdel to give Rigott a legal writ validating his credentials. Then, as a favor to me, acquire a pair of tickets to Thespian Enigma's next performance. More. You newcomers just seem to want and want and want. Very well. Which of these very necessary items would you like to ask about? Tandenman is the Sapiarch of Foreign Observations. He's Somerset's leading expert on the cultures that aren't Altmer. He's excited about the Queen's decree, as he finally gets to meet outsiders face to face. You can find him here in Alinor. You'll have to ask the Sapiarch. Perform a favor of some sort, I suppose. Nothing too outrageous. Probably he'll want some help interviewing the mass of newcomers flocking to our shores. Now, if there's nothing else... Rolimdel serves as an officer of the Divine Prosecution, enforcing both secular and religious law. He'll provide a legal writ that confirms Rigott's diplomatic credentials. For a small favor, of course. You can find him in Lilandril. Favors are the currency of power here in Somerset, but don't concern yourself too much about it. Rolimdel will probably just want help with some minor legal matter or another. Nothing that you and the Nord won't be able to handle. Ah, the beautiful and mysterious Enigma. I am a true admirer of her work. The Thespian might be the House of Revelry's best. I certainly think so. And so do a lot of others, based on the scarcity of tickets. I expect you can find her in Relenthiel. That's for you to solve. If Rigott actually wants to see the Proxy Queen, that is. Dealing with Enigma shouldn't be much different from dealing with the others. She is a high elf, after all. Favors go a long way, even at the House of Reveries.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace? The Psijic Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect to visit her. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter. This involved the business that Razandar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Psijic Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril that you may cross to the college. The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle. Why, by all means. Let us sing the praises of the Sapiarchs, reveal a recipe for an Altmer delicacy, and select the best House of Reveries performance for you to attend. Indeed. Perhaps you aren't as dull as we first presumed. My queen has asked that we welcome you, so we shall tell you that the Sapiarchs are our teachers. The compound in Lilandril serves as the seat of their prestigious college. And we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Arcanology. She leads the college and should hear the Right Master's warning. There, we have done our deed for the day.
Well.
Yes? Something I can help you with?
I hope you aren't here about anything important. My schedule is completely full. I couldn't possibly squeeze you in before the mid-year Mud Crab Festival. A recommendation? I'll have you know that I don't just throw those together in a slapdash fashion. A recommendation must be researched and carefully considered. I can't be too cautious when it comes to endorsing new arrivals. Vindilween? Why didn't you say so? If you can acquire items of cultural significance from the newcomers, say something from a Khajiit, a Breton, and an Argonian, I might be persuaded to write a recommendation for Ambassador Rigert. As a matter of fact, I do. The Khajiit's name is Urjara. Exotic, don't you think? Henri Ondare is the Breton, and the Argonian calls herself Grayscale. Bring me something that belongs to them and reflects their cultures, and then we can talk.
Not now, friend. I haven't been able to secure work in this city, and I fear instead of opportunity, this land of high elves holds nothing but disappointment for newcomers such as me. How are you now? Well, I'm trying to find a job. Looks like we're both going to be disappointed. On the other hand, I do have this turtle clasp, crafted in the Breton style. I might be persuaded to give it to you, for the right price. It will indeed. Now, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Take it and use it in good health, my friend. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
This one fails to understand. One must pay a fee for unloading boxes?
I'm not sure what I expected when I decided to journey to Somerset, but it sure wasn't this. No rest for the weary, and always more work to do. Forgive my lack of manners. Is there something you need? Really? Well, I didn't bring much with me, just my recipes. In fact, I just made a bowl of Ojisaka for Races the Moons. He hasn't tasted it since he left Murkmire. Mentioned he had a craving. I was about to take it to him in that sack. Threats now? This place gets worse as the days go by. Very well, take it. I just hope I prepared it correctly. I'd hate to hear you died eating my Ojisaka.
Did your queen open this land, or did she not?
We have complied with the Queen's proclamation. All visitors are welcome to our land. Their refuse, however, is not.
Keel Splitter? These sailors and their pet names.
Does this one regret leaving elsewhere and making the journey to Somerset? No, for Joan and Jode watch over me and bless me with health and good fortune. How can Ordra help you, friend? This one brought a few heirlooms with her, whatever could be stuffed in my carry sack. Ordra has a Khajiit navigation stone, for example. Lets me find my way even in this strange land. I couldn't part with it, though. It has sentimental value. The Sapiarch! Why didn't you say it was for the Sapiarch? Of course, Ojura will let you have this beautiful Khajiit item of cultural significance, as long as it's for the Sapiarch. Please let him know that this one was happy to comply.
Only the finest wares here.
Courtier Vindilween was kind enough to tell me who she sent you to perform favors for. I've been sitting here drinking and having a most pleasant conversation with Sapiarch Tandemin. Were you able to acquire the items of cultural significance he requested? You did? That is most excellent, my good friend. But Rigert has an even better idea. We should also give the Sapiarch one of my gifts. Nothing says culture like a Nord keepsake. But which one do you think he would like best? While the stuffed goat has sentimental value, it doesn't quite strike me as the perfect Nord cultural gift for the Sapiarch. Perhaps you can make another suggestion, my friend. Interesting. The Night Favor depicts a beloved Nord god. It is solid and will last forever. And it might help the Sapiarch if he ever finds a sweet onion. And by sweet onion, Rigard means a lover. A perfect choice. Friend Sapiarch, here are the cultural items you asked for, along with a gift from Rigard. A Nord Night Favor.
That's everything I wanted, plus an arousing example of Nord erotica. Thank you. Here is the official letter of recommendation you requested.
Oh, you're going to love this one. I'm seeing a tiny island surrounded by... It's either water or cats. Difficult to say. Let's hope it's the cats, eh?
I finally decide to pursue true art, to move beyond painting backdrops for someone else's stage. And what models do I find? Polished, unblemished, all round boringly beautiful. I need someone who will give my work meaning, a depth of morality. As a matter of fact, I do. I've heard rumors of a Hulkind in the forest outside Relenthiel, a perfect subject for my work. I'd like you to serve as my proxy and arrange a meeting between us. The sinkhole nearby should serve my purpose. High elves who were cast out from their families as children. A horrible fate in our society. Somerset may appear as perfect as a pastoral painting, but darkness lies backstage. I want to face our taboos without blinking. Will you help me? Thank you for accepting my offer. I travel to the Hulkind myself, but the wilderness is no place for an artist. Besides, they may be more willing to talk to a newcomer such as yourself. The Hulkind are well known for being distrustful. High elves strive for perfection in all things, and their bloodline most of all. Hulkinds are children abandoned by their families for some perceived imperfection, generally a physical deformity. They're more than just orphans. They're outcasts. In Somerset, family stands above all. They guide your life, almost immeasurably. To be without family is to be unseen, unrecognized as a member of our society. There's not much of a life a Hulkind can make for themselves because of that. I will admit it's an odd desire. Most don't even wish to speak of them. But as an artist, I find myself fascinated with the subject. I want to capture that taboo. To paint the morally grey, where so many only wish for black and white.
Milk drinker! Milk drinker! Is that really a gnawed insult? How benign. And what do you want? Can't you see I'm trying to rehearse? I always have trouble with the accents of the lesser races. You need tickets, do you? Well, so does the Sapiarch of Shimmerine, the Navy's High Battle Reeve, and the Proxy Queen of Alinor. Do you know what I need? I need to figure out how to play Hildegrom, Battle Maiden of Skyrim, before the curtain rises. Ambassador Rigert? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Well, if you can help me find Hildegrom's voice and mannerisms, I'll happily give you 2 tickets to my next performance.
Gauthier Vendilwyn told me who she sent you to talk to, and Rigert always wanted to meet a famous high elf thespian, Lady Enigma. Greetings and salutations from the Nord Cultural Exchange. Hildegrom? She's my favorite hero! I'm sure that one of my Nord gifts will inspire Enigma and help her find the voice of the Battle Maiden. But which one do you think will make her feel like a proper Nord? Essence of Mammoth, of course! Not only will it make Enigma smell like a proper Nord battle maiden, it will also make her irresistible to bull mammoths, snow bears, and half-drunk Nords. It's the perfect choice! Rigert has just the thing to make Enigma feel like a Nord. Essence of Mammoth.
What a powerful odor! It reminds me of mammoths charging across fields of ice and snow.
You smell like a proper Nord battle maiden now.
The stench! It makes me woozy, but also fills me with Nord bravado. How inspiring! Milk drinker! That's it! That's the voice! You've earned these tickets, Ambassador Rigert.
This is so frustrating.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. I'm already close to an hour anyways. So yeah, we'll see it. So peace out.